For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Come on! Wait up!
Is everyone ready to play?
I think the people involved, you get to meet a lot of people in football, and that's just one of the great things. Not only is the sport great, but the people involved, so fellow referees, players, coaches, even fans. I love officiating because it keeps me involved in football. I was a player, but I don't reckon I could cut it out there anymore, at least at any decent level. But as a referee, I get to be involved in higher levels of football. Keeps me involved, keeps me fit, and is great fun. I think I have a moment of this is why I do this every week. It's always good fun to get out there, and there are tough moments, but being resilient and succeeding, even just in the little things throughout a match. I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn, and as a referee you surely come across a lot of them, and I certainly have. I reckon give it a go. You will face challenges, but that's a part of it, and I think embracing challenges is such an important skill to learn.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings. Tom Wren for sport. Jade Robran on the scene as it happens. Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide. Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
Hello, good evening and welcome to One Solution Park here, aka Frank Mitchell Park in Adelaide's west, for this men's RA NPL match between the host side FK Beograd and the visitors Campbelltown City. Kick-off just minutes away, folks, as we await the teams coming out of the tunnel. The referee today, Jaden Betterman, and his assistants Thomas Gilchrist and Joshua Farrell are at the tunnel, waiting for the arrival of the two teams. On the ladder, as things stand, and before this afternoon's 3 p.m. games have been completed, FK Beograd sit in 5th spot. They've played 9, won 4, drawn 2, lost 3, got 14 points. Campbelltown City below them in 8th, so just outside the top 6. They've also played 9, won 3, drawn 2 and lost 4. So there's much to play for here. As I mentioned before, there are a couple of other games being played this afternoon. They're not quite finished, but Adelaide United are currently 2-0 up at Para Hills. Playford City and Adelaide City have just concluded their tie, finishing nothing each. Croydon are 2-0 up against Sturt, and they're in the last few minutes there. West Torrens Burkalla have beaten West Adelaide 2-1. And this game kicking off at 5 between Beograd and Campbelltown is followed just 15 minutes later by Metro Stars, who host Adelaide Comets at TK Shutter. But I'm delighted to be able to tell you that the teams are now making their way out onto the park, and as such it's my delight to be able to give you the starting lineups. I'll start with FK Beograd, the home side. In goal, number 1, Alexander Woodlands. Number 3, Marco Torriani. Number 5, Cooper Nunn, playing his 100th NPL game tonight. Number 7 is Lorenzo Baselli. Number 8, Jason Constantopoulos. Number 10, Anthony Tramboli. Number 14, Daniel Atkinson. Number 15, Ethan Harrington. Number 17, Branson Centofanti. Number 22 is Floribert Niankuru. Number 23, Marcus Orchard. On the bench, Jordan Lean, Abu Bakari Hussein, Andoni Natsiopoulos, Alex Rushmere, Zach Kosic, and Peter Palacis. And the visitors, Campbelltown City, they line up as follows. Number 1, the goalkeeper, Daniel Vaughan. Number 4, the captain, Jordan Elsey. Number 6, James Boffa. Number 9, Jaden Labasso. 11 is Joshua Mori. Number 14, Adam Piscianeri. Number 16, Adam Liam Bruno. Number 19, Kenya Fujinami. Number 21, Jordan Maricic. Number 22, Alessio Melisi. And number 23, Harrison Conant. And on their bench, Max Koch, Jack Rawson, Liam DeCorso, Julian Ialegio, Alexander Di Ciato, and Matthew Centofanti. FK Beograd come into this on the back of 2 league wins. They also had a narrow cup win in their last outing through the week against Adelaide Atletico. And Adrian Deloya has made 2 changes to the starting 11 from that. Abu Bakari Hussein drops to the bench and Jason Constantopoulos comes in his stead. But in terms of the league, they've won their last 2. Prior to that, a loss and 2 draws. 15 goals for, 11 against. Campbelltown's last 5 games also a little inconsistent. They've lost their last 2 league games, and they had a win, 2 draws before that. 19 goals for, 16 against. They did meet twice, of course, last year in 2025. And, Campbelltown lost their round 22 game at home to FK Beograd 6-1. Alex Mullen, who's injured tonight, not available, scored Campbelltown's goal. But Anthony Tramboli got a hat-trick for FK Beograd. Jason Constantopoulos got 1. Maxim Ivanic and Riley Stam, the other goal scorers for FK Beograd. Prior to that, in round 11, it was a 1-0 win for Campbelltown here at this ground. Massimo Falco own goal, giving Campbelltown the win. But over the last 8 years, FK Beograd have only won that 1 league tie. Campbelltown have won 5, and there's been 2 draws. And interestingly enough, FK Beograd's 2 biggest ever league wins have been against their opponents tonight, Campbelltown. In round 21 of 2004, there was an 8-0 win. And in round 6, way back in 1983, a 9-0 win. Both those games played at Steve Woodcock Sports Centre, the home of Campbelltown. And Campbelltown City prepares to get us underway. They're wearing their all-black away kit, shooting to the goal on their left. And FK Beograd in the red, white and blue shooting to the goal on the right. And we are underway. Ball's played back to Jordan Elsey and he launches forward. Soriani underneath that, gets the header clear. Really physical challenge. Strong run though, Daniel Atkinson facing two opponents. Can't get through them. Alessio Malisi clears the ball. Trimboli's offside. And Lorenzo Baselli's job at the conclusion of that piece of play is to return the ball to his opponent for the free kick. Pictionary now to take the throw right underneath us. Goes back to Jordan Maricic. Now Jordan Elsey wearing the captain's armband for Campbelltown City tonight. FK Beograd usually quick starters in a league game. 9 of their 15 goals have come in the first 15 minutes of the first half or the first 15 minutes of the second half. So they usually start a half very quickly and score early. As Adam Liam Bruno takes out Trimboli and he goes to ground, lands awkwardly. Interesting enough, in contrast to FK Beograd's scoring pattern, Campbelltown score most of their goals in the last 15 minutes of the first or second half. Just over half of their goals have been scored in that last 15 or 15 of the first half or last 15 of the second half. So if those stats are to be believed, FK Beograd would be due to score early and Campbelltown due to score late. But it should be a very evenly matched game as the ball is played over to the far side to Cooper Nunn. As I mentioned before, playing his 100th NPL game tonight. And here is Nunn again. Goes back to his goalkeeper, Alexander Woodlands. Himself, former Campbelltown player, of course. Ball out in the far side. And the assistant on that far side indicates that it's a Beograd throw. Centofanti now goes all the way back to his goalkeeper Woodlands. Marco Toriani. Beograd just content to hold the ball just now. Play it across the back. Now it's Nunn on his left. Plays it through the middle. Konstantopoulos picks it up. Flicks over to this near side. Ethan Harrington, who has a different hairstyle every time I commentate on his games. He's got the apprentice mullet going on there. Centofanti clears the danger there, strikes it solidly. And it's a throw in for Campbelltown. Junami now. Baselli. Boffer challenges. No free kick given, it's a throw in. Baselli can't believe it. But it's true. Down the line, the throw goes. Lorenzo Baselli is the second most fouled player in the league, behind Connor Golan of West Adley. But here's Trimboli now, cuts inside, he's on his left, puts it back in his right, to the far post. Marcus Orchard, the player there who ended up with the ball. Didn't get a clean shot on goal though, it's gone out and it'll be a corner. But yeah, Lorenzo Baselli is the second most fouled player in the RA NPL this season. Not a statistic he probably particularly wants to attract, but Connor Golan West Adelaide leads the pack of victims. I guess you are a victim. It's also, I suppose, quite a flattering compliment to statistic to have. But here is the corner for FK Beograd. Comes in with the left. It's deep to the back post. Misses everyone and it ends up in the back of the net. And Marco Torriani, he was unmarked, I think, has put it in with his head. And FK Beograd 1-0 up. Only 5 minutes gone. Marco Torriani scoring his second league goal of the season. Puts his side 1-0 up early on. And I mentioned early on that FK Beograd do score a lot of their goals in the first 15 minutes of the first half or first 15 minutes of the second half, and they've kept true to that. As Baselli comes through now, he's put that ball through, but that's easily decided to be offside there. Daniel Atkinson, the player, racing through. Fujinami now, outside the right, finds Mori. A little trip there by Torriani. And it's a free kick for Campbelltown. They've taken that now. Mori takes it down beautifully in the chest. They'll have a swing at this. Changed his mind there. Tried to skip past Harrington. Didn't make it. And FK Beograd have it again. Maricic now swings it across to the far side for Harrison Conant. It's a beautiful pass. Conant now in the far side. He's on his left. Plays it into the middle. Mori. Challenged well by Nian Kuru. Conant has it again for Campbelltown. Twists and turns. You can't find the space on that far side. Konstantopoulos putting in the challenge there for FK Beograd. Campbelltown do have the throw. Here's Maricic. Fujinami now. Overlapping run by Liam Bruno. Into the box he goes. Crosses along the ground. Mess at the back there by Conant, who's just put it into the side netting, but a golden opportunity for Campbelltown. And that receives the applause of the Campbelltown bench here. And it's a goal kick, Marco Torriani to take. Woodlands gets us back underway. Into the 9th minute here, FK Beograd 1-0 up. Your goal from the corner by Marco Torriani, who's just booted that long. Throw in on that far side. Here's Jade Labasso. Hasn't found a score. Hasn't scored much, should I say, this season, but he leads the list of assists. Labasso's just scored the 2 goals in the league to this point, but he has the 3rd most assists in the league, behind Mohamed Hassan of Sturt and Soid Sarkani of West Torrens Burkalla. Those 2 players have 4 and 6 assists. Labasso second equal. He has 4 as well for the season. So what he's maybe not doing himself, he's helping others with, which oft, it must be said, is just as important. Here's Cooper Nunn now, left foot, cross-field pass. Trimboli rises to meet it, beats Maricic with a flick on. Fujinami now. And that comes off Ethan Harrington last. Labasso wins the header but doesn't keep possession. Harrington plays it back to Toriani now. Woodlands finds Cooper Nunn on that far side. Harrington and Atkinson swap spots just temporarily, and Atkinson picks it up. Can't get the cross in. Well blocked by Kenny. Fujinami. And indeed, the ball didn't go out for a corner. So it's a throw-in. Harrington with it. Into the box it goes, but no challenges there from FK Beograd. Campbelltown clear the line, so James Boffa. And as far as Marco Toriani picks it up, finds Centofanti, receives it back, and then plays it into the middle. Baselli. He's looking for the run of Anthony Trimboli. Vaughan clears. Fujinami, the smallest player in the park, wins the header up in the air. And Boffa just a little bit late with that challenge there on Centofanti. Brandon Centofanti takes the kick, gets us back underway. Long ball through, comfortably taken by Daniel Vaughan. Campbelltown now bring it out to this near side. Maricic goes into the middle, but the pass is somewhat aimless. It's picked up by Centofanti. Then Trimboli, back to Centofanti now. Lorenzo Baselli now. The Italian makes his way into the middle of the park, receives it back. Almost run out of ideas there, but an overlapping run on the far side. Cross will come in a minute. And that's cleared by Jordan Elsey. Woodlands. Picked up by Toriani now. Jane Labasso gives chase. Played into the middle to Floribertini and Kuru. Baselli. Konstantopoulos. Now they work their way down the left. Into the middle it goes. Trimboli. Fine cross by Marcus Orchard, but didn't quite get to Trimboli. Fujinami goes back to Maricic, picked up in the middle there by Piscineri. He finds Jordan Elsey, and Campbelltown play out the back now. That's an offside. against Marcus Orchard on that far side. 15 minutes gone in the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED needs. It is 1-0 for the home side. Goal in the 5th minute from Marco Toriani, the difference between the two teams. He appeared at the back post from a corner to head beyond the despairing reach of Daniel Vaughan and Campbelltown's goal. Chat to a local who backs you and your team. It's better to be a member of the RAA. Triboli gives chase to that, but it's beyond him, and it goes out. Be a goal kick. Here's Maricic now. Toriani strong from behind there. On Mori. It's a free kick for Campbelltown. Taken by James Boffa, finds Jordan Elsey. Elsey, of course, former Adelaide United player. Scored 5 goals for the club in the A-League, including one against Auckland in early 2025. Adelaide United will be wondering if they could have had his services last night as they crashed out of the A-League competition, losing 3-0 to Auckland. The 2026 dream is over for them. Campbelltown are one of the teams that have the best, or among the best, possession stats in this league. But they haven't enjoyed that tonight. FK Beograd spoiling the party somewhat for them. They do hold the ball well, though. Only Metro Stars, Adelaide United and Sturt have better ball possession stats in the RA NPL. Liam Bruno is looking to head that on to Fujinami, I think, but perhaps lost sight of exactly where he was, and that's gone out for a throw-in for FK Beograd. And it is Ethan Harrington with the throw. He opts to go back to Toriani. Woodlands now dispenses with it, finds Cooper Nunn at left back. Receives it back, Campbelltown being drawn forward. Nunn. It goes all the way through to Vaughan, who clears. Here's Harrington again. Down the line he went there, looking for Daniel Atkinson. It's Ethan Harrington with the throw in. Fujinami's got his hands all over Baselli, but advantage played, and FK Beograd still have it. Adam Liam Bruno now. There's a little bit of space at the back there. Neon Curry gives a challenge, and Vaughan is forced to clear. Flicked on well by Baselli, but only as far as Maricic. Maricic launches forward with his left. It's up in the air. There's 2 players underneath it for FK Beograd, but they managed to figure it out. Orchard hits it forward for Konstantopoulos to chase. Campbelltown tidying up at the back nicely. Centre Fanti. Some decent defending there by Fujinami for Campbelltown. Elsie now for Campbelltown on that far side. Maury's underneath that when he goes to ground, but I was going to say he still has it, but he doesn't because Cooper Nunn's taking it off him. Solid defending by Cooper Nunn there. Maury finds a little bit of space. Doesn't get the shot cleanly off though. Toriani takes that re-kick, goes short. Woodlands goes long. Anthony Chimboli fouling his opponent, Jordan Maritic there. You have just joined us. We're into the 23rd minute here at One Solution Park, Frank Mitchell Park in Adelaide's West. If you know Adelaide, it's not too far from the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. Here's Fujinami. Couldn't quite get, he had the pace, but he didn't get the ball under control to get his cross in. And that one's gone out for a goal kick. Well, the results earlier today, Parrahills Knights losing 2-0 at home to Adelaide United's youth team. Playford City and Adelaide City playing out a 0-0 draw up at Ramsey Park. Sturt hosted Croydon. Croydon won that one 2-0. West Adelaide hosted West Torrens-Burculla. West Torrens-Burculla won that 2-1. It's 1-0 here. 24 minutes gone, and there's another game kicked off 50 minutes after this to conclude the round. And that's Metro Stars who are hosting Adelaide Comets at TK Shutter Reserve. It's currently 0-0 there. Sun just starting to set here in Adelaide's West. Still 3/4 of this game to go. As Jason Konstantopoulos picks that up in the middle of the park. Cramped there though, there's about 6 or 7 black jerseys. And Campbelltown win the free kick. I think there's a suggestion from the bench that that's repeated fouling there by Mr. Trimboli, and not sure if they're appealing for some kind of greater punishment than a quiet word, but the moment's passed. They've got on with it now, and Campbelltown have it. Here's Pictionary on this near side. Jordan Maricic now with it at the heart of Campbelltown's defence. Offer comes down to receive close, but Vaughan now dwelling on it a little bit before he launches. Finds Labasso. He takes it down to his chest. There's an acre of space here in the middle of the park. Labasso tries to find Maury, but the ball was launched at Maury. So difficult one to control.
Get ready.
Toriani now. Campbell brings it down for Atkinson. And one gets the feeling now, sort of 25 minutes into this first half, that Campbelltown are just sort of settled in now. Stunned in that first sort of 10 minutes as FK Beograd came at them. Campbelltown just settled a bit better now as Fujinami makes his way down to the byline. Tries to get his cross in. It's blocked well though by Harrington. And it's a corner. Daniel Vaughan encouraging his colleagues and teammates up front to mark the keeper, but it is congested in the middle there. Referee Jane Betterman just suggesting that everyone just calms down in that 6-yard box, but it is very congested. There's a little bit of pushing and shoving. And the corner will come in on Betterman's whistle. And it does into the mix. Over the top it goes, goal kick. And there's a little bit of aggravation in there. I'm not sure what Woodlands is upset about. Or what FK Beograd collectively are upset about. Hard to tell from this distance, but the outcome will be a goal kick.
Same again, Josh. Yes, Joshy.
Toriani. Kaboli's under it. So was Maricic. Baselli now has a shot, and that's uncharacteristic of him. He's put that over not just the bar, but the fence behind. Good setup, though. Jason Konstantopoulos, a lovely through ball to set Baselli up, and Baselli's put that one well over the bar. He has 4 league goals this season so far. He was seeking his 5th there, but he won't be adding to the tally with a shot like that. Got to keep them low, Lorenzo. Here's Jade Labasso now in the far side. Has a little bit of space. Has time to look up. Puts cross in. And it's met and put over the bar by Josh Maury. And really, 2 chances within 2 minutes for either side that should have been done better. Maury, of course, has 9 goals in the league. He's the 2nd top scorer in the league behind Andre Carl, who has 10. Carl, of course, playing his game right now. Metro Stars playing Comets. Jordan Elsey up for that one. Wins it well. Fujinami now. And that goes out. It's been judged to be an FK Beograd ball. It's Ethan Harrington now with the throw in. Goes low, finds Baselli. He remains an option. It comes back to him. He deceives Boffa and crosses in with his left. Elsie meets him with his head though. Now Mori's got it. Tries to beat Nkuru. Uses the body well, Mori. Cuts back inside. Forced back. Boffa tips it in the middle. Nice ball from him. Finds Liam Bruno. Now it's Labasso. This game's been played at 105 miles an hour. Labasso eventually goes to ground and it's a free kick. It's not exactly a dangerous position, but Lorenzo Baselli accidentally knocks the ball into the face of Adam Piscineri there. I shouldn't laugh, that's cruel and heartless of me. Piscineri will take this free kick. He'll aim for the penalty spot. It's close to the keeper. Oh, and headed just over the bar, and it's another chance for Campbelltown. Going a begging. They're knocking at the door. There's no answers just yet. 32 minutes gone in the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. And remember what we said at the start. FK Beograd tend to score in the first 15 minutes of a half. Campbelltown tend to score in the last 15 minutes of a half. And Campbelltown have settled now. They've found their stride. And they're playing with a swagger and a confidence. They've had the chances, they just haven't put them away. Now we go up the other side. Offside given against Daniel Atkinson. Much to the disgruntlement of those around. James Boffa having a word in the centre of the park with the referee, but difficult job for the ref. Can't give the decisions both ways, can he? Offside and not offside. One or the other. There's a little head clash there. Mori down on the ground along with Marco Toriani. So because that's been a head knock, I would say it's an uncontested drop ball here. Referee Jaden Betterman asking the Campbelltown players to retreat. Piscineri and Liam Bruno obliging. Somewhat reluctantly, but obliging nonetheless. The ball is dropped. Harrington goes long. Here's Floribert Nkuru. Fujinami judged to have impeded his opponent. Daniel Atkinson wins that free kick, but he won't take it. Ethan Harrington has it with this splendid hairstyle of his. A new one for this week, I think. And chips it long, finds Atkinson. Atkinson goes to ground again. Fujinami challenges, and a small wrestling match developing on the side there. And a lot of sharp pulling, and Fujinami's lashed out there. And this game has been bubbling. Now Daniel Vaughan's getting himself involved. Somewhat unnecessarily probably, and it's escalating. And it has been simmering probably over the last 15 minutes or so. And there's a lot going on. Jaden Bedham is having a chat with Cooper Nunn. He has a yellow card out. Unclear yet as to who that's being awarded to. As we approach 10 minutes till the break. It's all quite animated down there. As Anthony Trimboli and Lorenzo Baselli provide their interpretation of the rules. Daniel Vaughan his. And the yellow card has been given to Ken Fujinami. And the second yellow given to Ethan Harrington. Both protesting their innocence, but to be honest, it seemed fairly obvious to me. Fujinami lashing out. Harrington maybe retaliating. Here's Harrington back under this one. Labasso's going to get to it though. Still Labasso. Ian Curry gets a foot in. Labasso tries to block. Somehow Campbelltown still have it. Somehow Labasso still has it. Conan can't skip past his opponent though. That's a lovely touchdown by Trimboli to find Baselli. But Baselli is on his own versus 4. Elsie offers a challenge. Baselli still has it. He might try a little shot in here. No, tries to flick it through. And he was looking for Atkinson. Didn't get to him though. Harrington again. Finds Trimboli. Adam Lee and Bruno. Coming together off the ball there between Pictionary and Daniel Atkinson. And again, this game, which has been simmering, boils over somewhat. To be honest, didn't seem to be much in it. Just can't say that I fully saw it, but there didn't seem to be much in it. The two players running off the ball. I think what's happening now is that one of them's suggesting a hair pull, which is topical these days. There's been a lot of talk about that, but Daniel Atkinson back on his feet. He's recovering from a hair pull pretty quickly by the looks of it. Harrington gets his back underway, goes across the field. Trimboli again. Makes his way to the byline, chips into the middle. Atkinson's there, but that one's gone out. Approaching 40 minutes gone here in the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. It is 1-0 for FK Beograd. A goal early on in just the 5th minute. Marco Torriani heading in at the back post from a corner. The sun now setting and some ominously dark clouds and some signs of lightning in the distance, so hopefully that stays away. Vaughan now goes long. Cooper Nunn's underneath it, wins the header well, but only finds Conant. Now it's Labasso. Boffa, crossfield pass, finds Fujinami on this other side. Fujinami takes it down wonderfully. Tries to cross in with his left. Harrington blocks it. Corner kick for Campbelltown. In it comes, near the goalkeeper. Flapped at it by Woodlands. Labasso turns, shoots. Woodlands, fine goalkeeping by him to get out and block that. Cross comes back into the middle. And that's another squandered chance for Campbelltown. I think Jordan Marichich, the player who's flicked that one on, but put it over the bar. Campbelltown have had their chances. Just not taking them in front of goal. Trimboli underneath that with Elsie. It misses both. Marichich picks it up. Kicks forward. Maury's underneath that one. Toriani does just enough to see it through to the goalkeeper. Boffa underneath that one. Beaten by Trimboli. Sends a Fanti. Beats Harrison Conant. Receives it back. Baselli popping up on the left-hand side of the park now. Now it's Marco Toriani on this near side. Goes back into the middle. Basso goes to close down Centofanti. Centofanti clears though. There's Jordan Marichich now for the team from Newton. Liam Bruno. Finds Elsie. Along the ground, Josh Maury. Boffa spreads it out to this near side. It's a great pass by James Boffa. Ken Fujinami now goes inside, crosses in with his right. Too close to the keeper though. And Woodlands takes it comfortably. Just 2 minutes now of the 45 remaining. Nian Kuru. Elsie drifts well into midfield there as he chased Anthony Trimboli. And his little break here, Boffa loses out, but Vaughan comes out and clears.
Get him up! Lock him in, lock him in! Eddie!
Still no score at Metro Stars. They're hosting Adelaide Comets. They played 28 minutes there. That's the other RA NPL match that's being played concurrently. And the 4 games that make up round 10 were all played earlier today. The winning teams, Adelaide United over Para Hills. A draw between Playford City and Adelaide City. Croydon beat Sturt. And West Torrens-Burculla beat West Adelaide. 2-1 at Kilburn, that one. Here's Ethan Harrington now. Fujinami really thought he had his hands in his opponent's shoulder, but he's got away with it. Now the ball goes out to the far side. Cross back into the middle by Orchard. Trimboli rises highest, heads back across the face. No one there, and it's cleared by Elsie. Only as far as Marcus Orchard. But Elsie gets another chance to clear. Baselli under that quickly and efficiently. Sends a Fanti now. Goes long. And out to the wing. Marcus Orchard over there on that far side for FK Beograd. Can't win it, but they do retain possession. They're forced back though. Fujinami finds Conant. Conant on the burst. A little push in his back, but he stayed on his feet well. Still Conant. Threads it through. Labasso scores! It's 1-1. That's a fine finish. And it's no less than Campbelltown deserved. As Jaden Labasso etches his way forward and scores his third league goal for the season. 1-1 right on half time. And we said earlier on, Campbelltown City tend to score their goals, or a lot of their goals, in the closing minutes of a half. And they've done it again. Maybe a little bit behind the play in the first 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes, but they since settled. And they deserve that goal, in my opinion. Fujinami's landed awkwardly there. It was a fine finish by Labasso to draw scores level. Into the last minute or so of this first half. There's a spring in Labasso's step now. Gets down to the byline. I think he might have won that throw. And he has. Throw in, take it by Fujinami. Still Fujinami. Fujinami finds Labasso, crosses in the middle, cleared by Nyakuru. Elsie wins that header. Labasso again. The players still switched on, even if the benches have both lost it. Here's Konstantopoulos on that far side. He's only got Anthony Chimboli in the middle. And Atkinson's made his way up now as well. Cross comes in low. Trimboli. Oh, and a little pull in the shirt there. Nothing given though. And that's it. First 45 is over. It is 1-1 on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. First half full of fast-flowing football action. The goal scoring was opened in the 5th minute from Marco Toriani, who headed home from a corner with just 5 minutes gone. Before Jaden Labasso, 40 minutes later, in the 45th minute, scored to equalise for Campbelltown. And it is 1-1 at half-time. Short 15-minute break now, folks. We'll be back after the adverts.
G'day, Hamish here, reminding you everyone has a right to get home safe. There's no text, lost snack, backseat argument or hair emergency that's worth taking your eyes off the road for a moment. This is going to sound crazy, but not even a French fry. Keep your eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and choose not to drive when you're tired, upset, or under the influence. Pull over if you need to. And why not take a sec to pledge to drive so others survive? But again, later, when you get home.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
With RAA, proud sponsors of the RAA NPLSA. As Christoph Panendis wins that header, here's Tabaris. It's a touch, but eventually pulled by Vidmar. French hits it again! French with the volley that Harpers could not save. Side in front, Mullen hits one from distance, and it's in! Mullen with a screamer! Absolute rollie from Mullen.
Goal of the week for sure.
Who has probably just gone and won the game for Playford in the 92nd minute.
Irabona, and it's in the bottom right corner. Captain Fantastic Aladdin Irabona puts his side ahead late in this clash, and they are on their way to 3 points for the first time this season. You didn't know which way it was going to go, who was going to take it, but you knew the final action was going to be the ball in the...
Just trying to calm things down at the moment after that lapse in concentration. Ball over the top here for Stam. Will get there first. Will Riley Stam, and he'll chip in brilliantly. At the club of his youth, Riley Stam scoring the first in this one. And what a finish.
I think the thing that most people don't realise about being a referee is how much we train. We often train twice a week as a group. Then we have coaching sessions where we go through videos and look back at past few weeks. And then any of the outside of training stuff that we do, like our gym work and watching matches back and all that. All the extra time outside of match days are the big things for us. What makes it more than just blowing a whistle is understanding football and all the different layers of football, and then adding on top of that we then have to be impartial and understand the emotion of football and then find that balance between understanding the emotion and then understanding the laws. I've had a few grand finals that I've been lucky to be a part of, and in those kind of games with the crowds and the energy, I can just tell that the football match that's going on is so entertaining and that I'm lucky to have one of the best seats in the house for it.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings. Tom Wren for sport. Jay Drobran on the scene as it happens. Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide. Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
So the Youth Club Championship, we've designed a structure where the under 13s, under 14s, under 15s and 16s all compete together as one club. They'll play at the same venue, they'll play one after each other. It allows the technical director to be at the venue to help educate and look after the coaches, and also there's a focus on player development.
Players are now knowing where they are at and the pathway to follow each year. If they continue with the YCC, they should be in a position where they can go into senior football. It's a lot clearer around the steps they need to take to keep tracking as a player.
We've created an additional YCC training session or seminar night. All the players involved had the opportunity to do an extra additional skills session development plan, and we had Adrian Stanter coming in to talk about how to become a more professional player from a younger age.
The fact that as a club we are investing heavily in the juniors to ensure that we're putting those tools in place that the YCC is wanting from us, that's certainly bringing around some benefits to the club and to junior development across the board.
Everyone's trying to obtain points for their club, but also with a strong focus on how do we create a competition where players can play against like players.
The one thing I have noticed is it's been a bit more focused on getting the balance right. So, you know, trying to keep the best teams playing against each other throughout the entire year and not having this big disparity between one team or another, one club or another.
So what it has allowed us to do is have quality games every week, which has benefited the competition and given the girls a chance to sort of understand what it's like to play at that elite level. While development is a good focus, the YCC does bring out the aspect of results as well, which helps find that balance for players to transition to senior football.
So I think with the YCC structure now in place, there's become a better level. And with a better level, there's been higher intensity within our sessions, and that's allowed for greater development in terms of a player, technically, tactically, and that's given them the best chance to keep improving their game.
Yeah, look, I think there's certainly brought around a lot of excitement to the club on YCC Day. The club's buzzing. A lot of the parents and players really enjoy seeing the kids play, and what is really now an elite pathway in junior football in our state.
Something that resonated with me right on the onset was about connecting a budding footballer with the right coach with the right club, and the right club being part of the right football environment. So the YCC tells me that this has been a fantastic implementation by Football South Australia.
Welcome back to One Solution Park here in Adelaide's West for the second half of this men's RAA NPL match between the host side FK Beograd and Campbelltown City. Scores locked at 1-1 just now. Goal in the 6th minute from Marco Trimboli for FK Beograd, opening proceedings before Jaden Labasso pulled one back in the 46th minute of that first half. I am your host, David Grant, and I'll be taking you through the next 45 minutes of football, folks. Maybe 46, maybe 47, depending on whether we have additional time. But 45, of course, is the regulation amount. An entertaining enough first half we saw between two sides. Really desperate for points in the chase for finals. Ultimately, that's their goal. FK Beograd started today 5th on the ladder. Played 9, won 4, drawn 2, 3 losses. And Campbelltown not that far behind them on 11 points, 3 wins, 2 draws and 4 losses. Much to play for in the men's RAA NPL. In the other game that's being played concurrently, half-time has just come upon them. Metro Stars currently at 0-0 with Adelaide Comets at TK Shutter Reserve. But the referee Jaden Betterman blows his whistle for the start of the second half, and Lorenzo Baselli gets us underway. It was a fast-paced first 45, and a little bit feisty as well. Harrison Conant plays the ball up the wing there. No advantage given though, and the ball will be pulled back. Jordan Elsey takes the free kick. I did mention in the first half that the statistics show, and they don't lie either, and they certainly haven't lied tonight, that FK Beograd tend to score in the first 15 minutes of a half, first or second. Campbelltown City tend to score in the last 15 minutes of a half, first or second. And that's what happened in the first half with FK Beograd scoring early on in the 5th minute and Campbelltown pulling one back in the 46th minute. So if those statistics continue the trend, FK Beograd should score in the next 15 minutes, and Campbelltown in the last 15 of this half as the ball comes into the middle. Anthony Chimboli's back well to win that. Goes all the way back to his goalkeeper. That's a solid piece of play by Anthony Chimboli, despite the attentions of Alessio Malisi. Nian Kuru goes back to his goalkeeper Woodlands, and he clears with his left foot. Another knock of heads on that far side. And the two doctors being summoned onto the park to attend to the patients. West Hornsby colours win today would take them back back to the top of the RA men's NPL, take them up to 23 points. Playford City drawing with Adelaide City today, so Playford will go to 21 points. Metro Stars playing just now. If they can get a win in that one, they'll go to 21 points, so their goal difference would be superior. And that would take them to the summit of the table. So Metro Stars playing for a place at the top of the table. Vaughan distributes it out down the left. Josh Morey now still has the ball on the far side. Marco Torriani does very well there, wins it off him, and actually sets up an attack from deep inside his own half. And there's a little trip there. And it'll be interesting to see what the decision is here. And I think Ken Fujinami might have been sent off, receiving his second yellow in the trip there. And there was some discussion being had out there, but some restructuring will be required by the Campbelltown bench to reorganise themselves, as Ken Fujinami does indeed receive his marching orders in the 50th minute. Second yellow for him, and he departs us. And it is a free kick for FK Beograd as Fujinami makes his way down the tunnel on the far side. Jason Konstantopoulos is over the ball now to take the free kick. Campbelltown down to 10. Ball comes into the middle. Grabbed by Vaughan. And in such a tightly matched contest, You do wonder if the difference in player numbers will have a long-term effect here. Another free kick conceded by Campbelltown. Similar sort of spot as the last one. Konstantopoulos over the ball. All players lined up at the edge of the penalty box. FK Beograd looking to get a second. Put a little bit of daylight between themselves and their visitors. Here's Konstantopoulos, his free kick goes into the middle. None under it. And that was lightning in the background. Let's hope that's not coming this way. Slight pause and get us back underway as James Boffa gets a knock to the back of his head. None. Keeps that one clear. Here come FK Beograd. Trimboli shot. And that one goes out, and I think it's a corner. So it's a stop by Vaughan. It is a corner for FK Beograd. On that far side, players all queued up at the edge of the 6-yard box. Here comes the corner. Back post. I think that's Marco Toriano who's gone up for that. Landed heavily. It's going out for a goal kick, but Campbelltown will now make a change as they adapt for the loss of Fujinami to that red card. And it's Alexander Di Seattle who will come on. James Boffa is the player who's sacrificed. Goal kick. Vaughan's not got that one right, and he knows it too. Comes out to this near side. Marcus Orchard with the throw in, goes back to Cooper Nunn. Nunn goes across the field and receives it back. Campbelltown now playing with just the one striker in the absence of Fujinami. That's Josh Morey. Labasso has dropped down into midfield, as has Harrison Conant. They're just sitting back a bit more now, Campbelltown, as they seek just to settle after the change in personnel. Header comes in here, and it's cleared by Elsie. Jordan Elsie making sure that the danger is nullified. Trimboli now at the edge of the box. Finds Baselli. Conant clears though for Campbelltown. It's picked up by Josh Morey on that far side. Morey makes his way into the FK Beograd half. Final ball lacking though. It was aimed for Pishineri. It didn't get to him though. Conant beats Baselli. Finds Labasso on the right. Labasso cross into the middle. Mori was the target, nearly reached him, but not quite, not good enough. Malisi, Labasso, into the middle it goes. Woodlands is underneath it, but he's not sure where it's going. And Harrington picks it up on the far side. Kuru, chip forward. Vaughan's out quick though. Puts it straight into Atkinson. They have a little bit of luck, Campbelltown. They come away with it. Conan. Piscineri opts to push it wide. Labasso's receiving a lot of it out in this wing. Edge of the box. Can't get the space. And they clear it. FK Beograd, they do well there. It's Konstantopoulos now. Faces Malisi. And there's an acre of space in the middle of the park. Floribert Kuru intends to exploit that. Pushes it wide. Into the middle that one goes. This is everyone. In fact, I think he's going out for a throw-in. Now FK Beograd make a change. It's Marcus Orchard that comes off. And on comes Andoni Natsiopoulos. Just his second appearance since coming back from injury. He's been out of the game for around 12 months, but did make an appearance in the last minute of the cup game midweek against Adelaide Atletico. And that's his first touch, he does well. Now receives it back again. Beats Labasso. Plays it back. Harrington goes across the field. There's Toriani. FK Beograd defenders being hunted. And they still have it. Natsiopoulos now. Nice ball from him out to this near side. Harrington back inside. Finds Natsiopoulos again. Overlapping run. Harrington won't get there, will he? It's gone out. Into the 59th minute here at Frank Mitchell Park. Known by its sponsored name, One Solution Park. In Adelaide's west, on a mild late autumn night. It is 1-1. Tramboli skips away here, goes into the middle, and a cutback from Natsiopoulos. He's been running up there in support. He's back into the middle, finds Centofanti. He has a bit of space. He's put that one into the car park. All retrieved and returned by John Felidis. FK Beograd's coaching staff. If you have just joined us, it is 1-1 on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED needs. We've played an hour. Scoring was opened in the 5th minute when Marco Toriani headed home at the back post from a corner for FK Beograd. Jaden Labasso pulling one back for the visitors. Just on the stroke of half time. But the visitors have been reduced to 10 men. Kenya Fujinami receiving his second yellow of the match in the 50th minute. And leaving us for an early bath. I say early bath, but Can't imagine they have a bath these days. But unbelievably, that's what we did. And that's where the term comes from. I'm sure it's all hygienically showered now. Back underway. Vaughan goes long. Underneath it's Labasso, wins the header well, flicks it on, but Neon Kuru heads back. Now it's Nunn. Playing his 100th NPL game tonight. Cooper Nunn. Neon Kuru, throw down the line, looking for Baselli, I think. Didn't quite get there, but they do win the throw, and Floribert Neon Kuru get another chance at it. Here come FK Beograd. Shot in! Lorenzo Baselli makes it 2-1. And the numerical advantage pays off a little bit. 1 hour gone here. Baselli strikes. Scores his 5th league goal of the season. And they wheel away to the corner to celebrate. These statistics aren't lying, because the stats say that FK Beograd will score their goals early on in a half, and Campbelltown will score their goals late on in a half. Beograd having scored in the 5th minute, in the 15th minute of second half. Labasso finds Conant. Chip over the top. Konstantopoulos is onto this, and from nowhere he has a strike, but what a stop by Daniel Vaughan to deny him. Great stop by Vaughan there to keep the score at 2-1. Konstantopoulos raced in. Corner kick for FK Beograd. It comes into the middle. Maybe a Trimboli, but he couldn't get their shot on target. Ethan Harrington now with a throw in for FK Beograd in this near side. Second goal has lifted them at Campbelltown down to 10 men. Short pass cleared by Vaughan. He's frustrated at his defence there for that. And key for Campbelltown is not to concede another one, because they only really have Maury up front. So they're not impotent up front, but they're certainly vastly reduced in potent capacity. A win in that corner for Bertni and Kuru with it. Chips it into the box, but that's just going to roll all the way through to the goalkeeper. In fact, it went out, and it's a goal kick. Toriani. Nice little clearance up to Lorenzo Baselli. Goes to the ground, but maybe too easy. Centre Fanti now. Plays out to this near side. Harrington opts to go back. Cooper Nunn. Nyankuru now in that far side. Into the last 25 minutes or so here. 2-1 for the home side. With the visitors reduced to 10 men. Got the work cut out. Here's Andoni Natsiopoulos. He's out to this near side. Here's Mr. Cooper Nunn. He finds Ethan Harrington. Atkinson with it now. Steps inside. Goes across the field. Finds Nyankuru. Campbelltown just soaking this up. Into the middle. Trimboli. Labasso thought about fouling him, then thought better of it. He's received it back now. Into ground. And it's been given against Lorenzo Baselli. That was a clever play by Jaden Labasso to win that free kick. And just take a little bit of momentum out of FK Beograd's flow. Vaughan. Labasso will be under this one, along with Harrington, but it comes off the latter, and it's a throw in for the former. Labasso makes his way to the byline. Great piece of defending by Harrington there to get down there and block that cross. Now Campbelltown have got pretty much all of their players, all of their outfield players in the box. Although Pictionary and Malisi have taken a step back. Corner comes into the middle. No clean contact. Now Cooper Nunn's come away with it. He feeds it to Florbert Nyankuru. And FK Beograd are on the break here. Nyankuru back into the middle. It comes to Trimboli. He'll have a shot. And it's gone just wide. And one does think that if FK Beograd can get the next one, it might be a bit difficult for Campbelltown to come back. 22 minutes to go in the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED needs. And that reminds me, folks, chat to a local who backs you and your team. It's better to be a member with the RAA. This game now tightly poised. Certainly not beyond a team like Campbelltown to get something out of this. Labasso on the left slips his marker, chips it into the middle. Appeal for a handball, but nothing given. FK Beograd come away with it. Here's Florbert Nyankuru. Lorenzo Baselli, the gap's starting to show in the middle of the park. Threaded that ball through. Vaughan's out quickly though and receives it. Still no goals in the other game that's been played tonight between Metro Stars and Adelaide Comets. It's nothing each there. They've played 55 minutes. We're about 15 minutes behind us. Play stop now. Well, Anthony Trimboli will receive some medical attention. And in the meantime, Campbelltown look to their bench again. It's Julian Ialeggio who'll come on. And Liam DeCorso coming on as well. Josh Murray off, and Adam Piccineri off.
We're making the change now.
Leggio's had a decent enough season so far. 2 league goals to his name. His first 2 NPL goals, scored a little bit earlier this season. He's seeking to add to that tonight. And FK Beograd making a couple of changes as well. Abu Bakari Hussein comes on, he's the number 9. And Peter Palacis also coming on. Ethan Harrington with a throw that gives possession back to Campbelltown. Anthony Trimboli making his way off the field. He's one of the substitutions that's coming off. And it looks like Lorenzo Baselli is slotted into his position as a striker. Abu Bakari Hussein looks like he's taking up a position on the left side of midfield. Into the 74th minute here at One Solution Park, aka Frank Mitchell Park in Adelaide's West. It is 2-1 for the home side. FK Beograd scoring early on through Marco Toriani. Equaliser by Jaden Labasso just at the end of that first half for Campbelltown, before Lorenzo Baselli scored to make it 2-1. Baselli special it was as well. Campbelltown reduced to 10 men. A second yellow for Kenya Fujinami in the 50th minute. Campbelltown aren't out of this, but they have a hill to climb. Sense of fancy. Finds Cooper Nunn. And he goes across to the far side. Marco Toriani. And goes up the line. Finds Nancyopoulos. There's none again. 15 minutes or so to go on the One World LED Sportal Systems scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor digital display solutions. Baselli tried to find a teammate in the wing. And they do have the throw in. And Kuru. Back to Toriani. Centofanti. Natsiopoulos does well. Looks to receive it back from Baselli. Goes out, it's a throw in. Sidopoulos on the far side. Loses out. Campbelltown clear. None. Harrington now. Into the Campbelltown half he goes. Chased down by Labasso. None. Well, but using his right foot there. Adjusted. Got himself onto his left and then played it back to his goalkeeper. Natsiopoulos. Nice pass by him to bring it out to this near side, but judged to be offside, Ethan Harrington. Malisi takes it quickly. Conant fouled. Peter Palacios, the FK Beograd player there who committed that foul. Elsie takes it, gets us back underway. And eventually the ball ends up with Jaden Labasso. He goes inside now. He's tracked by Harrington. Feeds it to Ialeggio. And FK Beograd plays some nice football to come away with it. Here's Peter Palacios again. Goes back inside. Finds Lorenzo Baselli. He adjusts and finds Centofanti. FK Beograd now playing some nice football. Albeit against 10 opponents. Bakari Hussein gets an early touch. He's already moved from left to centre and back again. Toriani, Natsiopoulos. Space is opening up in the midfield. Campbelltown playing with reduced numbers, but here's Lorenzo Baselli now. Cuts it back. And it broke eventually to Palacios, who got his shot in, but Vaughan has saved it. And with 12 minutes to go, time will soon become an enemy for the visitors as they look to try and get the equaliser that's eluded them so far. Labasso. Foul by Palacios. Jordan Elsie was tempted to take that, but the advice from the coaching bench was to get himself into the middle. He is one of their tallest players, maybe only marginally pipped to that title by the person taking the free kick now, and Daniel Vaughan, who must be about 7 foot tall. And Vaughan's just going to launch this into the middle. It'll be a bit of a free-for-all, I'd say. And up it goes. I think it's the player who got his head to it there. FK Beograd come away with it. Palacios plays it out to this near side. Baselli now with it. Faces Conant. Oh, that's a great ball by Baselli. Abu Bakari is saying through. Oh, he's tripped by Vaughan. But it won't matter anyway. He's played advantage, the referee. And FK Beograd have scored again. But what a through ball by Baselli to set that up. And now it's 3-1. And that is it done, I would say. Difficult to see Campbelltown coming back from there. Vaughan might be a little bit relieved that the referee Jaden Bertman played advantage there, because if he hadn't, that might have been a red. To the 82nd minute now. Conan, overlapping run into the middle it goes. It's all feeling a little bit like a lost cause for Campbelltown now. Difficult game to be competitive in if you're down to 10 men. Labasso chips into the middle, comes off none, goes to the back post. Conan picks it up, threads it through, finds Labasso. Harrington gets a foot in to tap it out. There's Jordan Elsey now. Campbelltown's skipper finds Maricic. Still building up on that far side. Just 7 minutes remaining, but don't write Campbelltown off yet. Conant now. Axiopolis marshals him. Conant. They can't seem to find the space to get the cross in. And eventually that's blocked by Centofanti. Concedes the corner. Corner comes in. Met by Palacis. Forbert and Kura now. He's away. Conant gives chase. And the ball. Not good enough though. Campbelltown have it. Liam Bruno. Caselli goes to ground, but maybe a little bit easy again. Stay on your feet, young man. Saying Caselli chases back, comes off him, and it's a Campbelltown throw. Alessio Malisi will take that, but not before another change for FK Beograd. And it is the goal scorer and one of tonight's heroes for the home side. Lorenzo Baselli, he makes his way off the park now. He's being replaced by Zach Kosic, who has just about 5 or 6 minutes to make a mark in this game. That one's taken by Woodlands and he goes to ground. Yeah. 5 minutes to go, 3-1 on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for the home side, FK Beograd. They open the scoring in just the 5th minute. Marco Torriani heading home at the back post from a corner. Jade Labasso pulled one back in the 46th minute, like just before half-time, should I say. Before Lorenzo Baselli, wonder strike, made it 2-1 for the home side. And then Jason Konstantopoulos made it 3-1 5 minutes ago. Of course, significant moment in the match when Ken Fujinami received his marching orders for his second yellow in the 50th minute, reducing Campbelltown to 10 players. Here's Harrison Conant now at the edge of the box. He faces Natsiopoulos, he goes to ground. He's had a little clip there, but the advantage I think has been played. And that is good refereeing. Played the advantage well there, the referee. For reasons unknown to me, the home side contest that, but he played a little bit of advantage. It didn't work out. Free kick to be taken. Jordan Elsie's over it, so is Harrison Conant. As Alexander Woodlands organises a wall. 4 of them in that wall. Konstantopoulos has now joined it to make it 5, which is probably more realistic given how directly in front of goal this is. Jordan Elsie is over it. So is Liam Bruno. Elsie takes, strikes it well, but it's too close to the keeper and it's taken. And another chance goes for Campbelltown. You have just 2 minutes of regulation time to salvage something here, which, let's be honest, is unlikely now. Here's Palacios, goes back to Centofanti. Challenge there. Ending up in a yellow card for Liam De Corso. Hasn't been on that long. Cooper Nunn goes very short with that. Finds Centofanti, goes across the to the right. Torriani. Kuru into the middle it goes. Shot comes in. Bakari Hussein has put it over the top. Maybe should have done a wee bit better there. I don't think it'll affect the outcome of the match. That's the Opus up there well, wins that header. And FK Beograd have possession. It's a fair knock into the back there. It's Adam, Lee and Bruno on that far side. Harrington, been among FK Beograd's best tonight. And then, of course, he plays a pass like that and makes me look a fool. But in all seriousness, he has been one of the best players for FK Beograd tonight, being very solid, had plenty of the ball. Lucy just gives it a little bit too much. Harrington has it, goes back to Cooper Nunn. Brandon Centofanti. He's been another one who's done well tonight. None again. Harrington. This is Conant. Conant is chasing shadows. Abu Bakari Hussein skips past 3 challenges and then faces Ayaleggio in a 50-50, and the challenge ends up all the way back in Woodland's hands. And the 19 minutes ticks over. A little bit of pushing and shoving in that far side. Jaden Labasso receives a yellow card for his involvement in that. The goal he scored in the 45th minute or so must seem a distant memory now. And over the piece, the home team have been the better of the two. Played some nice football. Zindoni Notsiopoulos as well. Plays it out to the far side and receives it back again from Neon Kurut. And returns the favour. Sandopoulos, scorer of the third goal for the hosts. There's a bit to play there. That's stopped by Vaughan, but spilled. And it breaks to Palacis, but he's pushed it wide. And that's a goal kick. Home fans blowing their whistles. They think it should be all over now. Brandon Centofanti sees that one out. Throw in for Campbelltown. Conant goes inside. Will there be a consolation here for the visitors? Both side packing the back. Closing the space down, and Ethan Harrington blocks Julian Ayaleggio's attempt. Campbelltown do have a corner. Alessio Malisi will take this one. He goes short. Finds Adam Leon Bruno, receives it back. Malisi again. Makes his way to the byline, gets the cross in, but it's low and ineffective. Natsiopoulos defends the ball well, uses the body well. Oh, Jason Koisadopoulos won't be happy with that. He won't be happy with that as the ball was played through, and Daniel Vaughan's cleared the ball into someone's car in the middle of the road in the just behind us here. What an unusual end to a football match. It has finished 3-1 here at One Solution Park. The home side prevailing. Opening the scoring early on. Marco Torriani in the 5th minute with a header at the back post. Jaden Labasso pulling one back right on half time to make it 1-1. And then Ken Fujinami saw red in the 50th minute, which changed the complexion of the game. And at that point, Lorenzo Baselli scored in the 62nd minute to make it 2-1 for the home side, before Jason Konstantopoulos scored in the 80th minute to make it 3-1. You can see from the stats there, FK Beograd more prolific in front of goal, 13 shots to Campbelltown's 9, 6 shots on targets to Campbelltown's 3. Shots off target fairly even. And of course, the one red card, which was shown to Ken Fujinami. It was an accumulation of yellows, 2 yellows he got, and he was given his marching orders. It has finished 3-1 here. There is another game being played concurrently. That is nothing each at TK Shutter Reserve. They've got 10 minutes to go there between Metro Stars and Adelaide Comets. You can tune in and watch that one if you want. This concludes round 10. Otherwise, of the men's RAA NPL. I've been your host, David Grant. It's time for me to go. You can watch the games on FSA League's YouTube channel. There's in fact a State League 1 game on tomorrow. Adelaide Olympic hosting Cumberland at 4:30. Tune in for that. But get to the game if you can. Support local football. For now, it's me. It's time for me to go. But before I do, a quick word. Chat to a local who backs you and your team. It's best to be a member with the RAA. But for now, 3-1 on the scoreboard. A win for FK Beograd. And some thinking for Campbelltown to do ahead of next week.